Albert Wesker, one of the most iconic villains Resident Evil has ever had. He's the guy that's got everything. He was the former captain of STARS, he was the mastermind, he's got the superhuman powers, he's the master of betrayal, he's got sunglasses, and most importantly of all, he's dead. Yeah, ever since he met his end in Resident Evil 5, you would think that would be the last we ever seen of him. But this is Resident Evil. Characters don't always stay dead. We've seen people come back who we thought were dead. And lately fans have been picking up on some interesting clues, from sketchy organisations in Village to leaks and theories hinting that Wesker might not be as gone as we thought. So will Wesker finally return in Resident Evil 9? Are the rumours just wishful thinking, or is Capcom planning something big? That's what I'm going to break down in this video, from what's official to what's rumoured to what fans think really could happen. The last time we officially saw Wesker was in Resident Evil 5. After trying to flood the world with Ouroboros, or in his words, complete
global saturation.
He then did what every villain does in this series, and he turned himself into a big monster, and even a volcano couldn't stop him. But Chris and Sheva put him down for good with 2 RPGs to the face. Capcom have said in official materials that Wesker died in that moment. Maybe the plan was for him to be dead for good, but with references to Wesker throughout the series, it would not be a shock if a plot twist happens. Let's not forget, Wesker wasn't just any villain in the series. He was obsessed with evolving beyond human limits. Cloning, viruses, bioweapons, all of that was part of his plans. So if anyone would have a backup plan for death, it would be him. In Resident Evil 7 and Village, both games leaned hard into the idea of bioengineering, cloning, and experimenting with human consciousness. Think back to Mother Miranda's research, the Cadou parasite, and Evelyn. There's also the BSAA in Village, where we find out they're using bioweapon soldiers. That feels like something Wesker could have been a part of, whether it's him himself or simply his ideas being used by the BSAA. A lot of people believe in the clone theory. They believe Wesker had clones ready as insurance. Umbrella's tech did involve cloning and body experiments, and Wesker was obsessed with creating the perfect being. And maybe one of those clones is about to wake up. There's also a theory that he might come back as an AI or some kind of bioweapon program that's waiting to be unleashed. With how our current world is when it comes to AIs, Capcom could use it as an influence for this theory. And after Village's focus on memories and experiments with human consciousness, what if Wesker found a way to digitize and preserve his mind? There is also his son Jake from Resident Evil 6. You never know, it's been a while since we last seen him, and maybe he comes back into the story and we do get a Wesker as an antagonist, but just not the one we thought it would be. There's also Dead by Daylight, where Wesker is a playable killer. I know this is a separate thing and it's not related to the mainline games, but Capcom did have to approve him being in the game, so maybe this is a sign that they haven't shelved Wesker as a character for good. But then we get to some of the leaks, and some of these come from sources like Dust Golem, who has a track record of getting Resident Evil details right. The alleged RE9 details mention cults, bioweapons, and creepy wilderness settings, but so far there's no direct mention of Wesker in any of them. But then again, that's not to say that Capcom wouldn't, save the twist until you actually play the game and then he makes an appearance in it. But if they really wanted to drop a bombshell in RE9, Wesker turning back up would be an easy win for it. So we've looked at Wesker's confirmed death, the shady stuff going on in the recent games, the fan theories, and what's came out through leaks and official channels. So, what's the final word? Is Wesker coming back in RE9? Well, there's no real evidence to say that he's a part of Resident Evil 9, but is it possible? Absolutely. Capcom has the tools and the lore to bring him back in a way that would make sense, and they know fans will go wild if he does turn back up. But my opinion, however, I don't think we'll see him in RE9. I feel like the story's moved on from him, and then again there was that Resident Evil 4 remake where there is an up-to-date model of him. That could be another sign, but I'm still going to say that he's not going to show up. But if he does, I will lose my shit. But please let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think he'll come back? And if so, what do you think his part will be in the story of Resident Evil 9? And yeah, I'll see you guys later.